What are we doing?
Well, Cecilia, what a great question to ask. We are smack dab in the middle of talking about some really cool old stories. Do you remember which one we're talking about?
The ones that all kind of surround the Troy.
The Troy, the most beautiful lady in all the land.
Right. Helen of Troy.
So welcome back to History's Uncharted.
Hello, hello.
I'm Shanna.
And I'm Cecilia.
And we are talking about the fall of Troy. We have already discussed, our first episode was Paris, and then we did Helen, and then last episode we did Troy. So I really wanted to tell the tale of Troy. They're connected to...
They're all connected.
They're all connected, but Troy
Yeah.
has a lot of really fun backstories. It's really interesting how they made this place, which is real, have so much mythical things happen to it. It's
Yeah.
really cool. It's a real place, as we established last time, but it has a really fun, like, sea monsters, and the gates and walls were made by gods, and all the things.
Yes.
Yeah. So-
Lots of connections to this ancient mythology with some ancient history. And it's very blurry.
It is very blurry.
Here and there.
Troy exists. Did Helen exist? Did she come from an egg? Here we are. It's
Did
all
Hercules really roll up and breach the walls? Did Achilles really roll up with Agamemnon?
Look at her go, guys.
I don't know.
Look at her go.
It dawned on my sweet little brain that I really did know that Hercules was there at Troy. I thought that I got it all mixed up.
It's
with-
one of
with Hercules and
Achilles.
Achilles. And I was like, wasn't Hercules at Troy once upon a time? And you confirmed my brain knowledge.
Hercules has his own extensive backstory. He
Yes,
has
he
all of his
does.
labors, and because he has these labors that are famous, he gets fiction,
Yes.
all over the place.
Yeah.
And Troy and its siege and its involvement with the gods is just another fanfic.
Right?
Because sometimes it's Perseus that saves the princess strapped to the rock, like Clash of the Titans. So
Right.
it's a very...
It depends on who.
Yeah. I guess they strapped a lot of bitches to rocks back then. So.
Yeah, they did. It was just a vibe. It
Lot
was
of
a thing
sea
that you did when to appease gods.
Always naked. Why you do that? That's rude.
Because everybody loves boobies.
Fine. It's true. I'm not going to say it.
There you go.
It's true.
Everybody loves
does.
boobies, including the gods. How are you going to lure them? How is Zeus going to know?
Sea monsters love boobies.
how is sea monsters going to know?
They go, oh, booby radar.
Exactly. That's for me. She
Imagine
doesn't
you-
have her boobies out. How will they know?
All right, so you're a sea monster and you're just chilling underwater, sleeping in your cave, and all of a sudden you're something inside you's radar
Yes.
going off, and you sit your head up and you go, boobies?
We call that the titty tingle.
And then they just swim towards it, like sort of like echolocation, but with
Yeah.
the titty tingle.
Tit-tit-tit-tit-tit.
And the sea monster
Boop, boop, boop,
finds
boop, boop, boop.
the naked boobies and attack.
Tit-tit-tit-tit-tit. Boop, 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 boop. Yes.
Cecilia, I know we're talking about the fall of Troy. We
Yeah.
all know that.
We're going to get there eventually. I hear it's
Who
at
knows?
the last paragraph of
And then
9
it fell.
pages.
Thanks for listening.
And then it fell.
And we're done. 17 episodes later. But I really love backstories. I
Yeah.
really love Greek mythology.
Yeah.
I get a little carried away. We ended last episode on the fun backstory of Hercules and this dude named Laomedon that liked to not pay his debts and pissed everybody off all the time.
Laomedon.
Laomedon, because he's lame. Hercules had siege, got it. They all got what they want.
Sea monster crawled over the walls.
Hercules killed everyone in King Priam's family.
That's hilarious.
I mean, that's a little rough. You don't have to kill a whole family just because dad's a D.
I mean,
It's rough.
all right. I kind of forgot why Hercules was all up in a tizzy.
Because he saved the princess from the sea monster rock and did not get paid the horses that could run on water.
Because that family apparently just has a history of not paying their bills.
That is correct.
What's up with that?
It's just him. Why they got to kill everyone?
It's just him, I guess.
Priam's the youngest. He's the one that is saved, and he becomes King Priam of Troy.
Right.
But we meet him when he's an old man.
Yeah, Hercules is like, whatever, I guess somebody has to stick around.
So here's this. I mean, it just says youngest son. So that could be 35. It could be 3.
Right.
No one knows how old Priam was. I bet I could go down some deeper ones and find out how old.
And put some timelines together. But it's fine. It's good.
This is already 18 episodes, so we're just trucking along to more weird backstories.
That's fine.
All right.
We've got other rabbit holes to dig.
Okay, we are going on a side quest. I have a few side quests put in here. Very exciting.
I like that.
We're going to go all the way back to when Helen first left Agamemnon, and Agamemnon sent out that call of war saying that this could happen to any of them if it could happen to Menelaus. Remember, everyone had to make that pinky promise that if someone upset the winner, everyone would come to his defense.
Right.
Menelaus was the winner of Helen. Everyone pinky swore they would defend him. Mm-hmm. He's cashing in this chip.
Right.
Everyone with the pinky swear has to come to war.
Fucking dude code.
Yeah. Now, not everyone wanted to go and fight. Weird.
Wasn't Odysseus one of them? He was kind of like, guys.
Oh my God, that's so funny. My thumb is right next to his name.
Okay.
Odysseus, for example. So Odysseus's character is clever and scheming. He's the plotter. He's very smart.
Yeah.
So his plan to get out of this and going to war was to pretend that he was crazy and he was insane. Okay. So he began to demonstrate insane behaviors. Like he would walk out into his field and he would plow his field naked and be like zigzagging and singing and doing weird, crazy things. And everyone is like, oh, Odysseus snapped. He crazy. He can't go to war with Menelaus. Now, Menelaus didn't appreciate this.
Okay.
Not everyone. If we all have to go, you have to go too. Like it's like jury duty nowadays.
Yeah, and he's trying to get out of it by being a crazy old coot.
Yeah,
mowing his yard naked.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this dude, his name is Palamedes. I know they got weird names. We can call him Pal, whatever you want. Palamedes.
What's up, Pal?
Okay, so this dude Palamedes, he calls bullshit.
Bull.
So he goes to Odysseus's field and he grabs Odysseus's infant son and he's like, okay, bro, if you're really crazy, then you don't acknowledge reality, right? You keep saying you're so crazy. So he puts Odysseus's infant son in the path of the plow. If he's crazy, he won't acknowledge it and he will wheel over his son and plow his son and kill him. If he is not crazy, he will avoid his son and not plow over his son. That's Palamedes. That's how Palamedes decided. He took his fucking baby and put it in front of him and say you crazy? Kill your kid. Prove it. Obviously, at the very last moment, Odysseus could not bring himself to kill his own baby son. So he turned the plow, thus proving he was not insane, thus forcing him and requiring him to go on this expedition. Okay?
There's always some stupid ass backstory. I'm sorry, it's not always stupid, but that is a little dudes be ridiculous.
That is the backstory to the backstory I really wanted to say.
Okay.
Because you have to know about Palamedes. I love these dicks and I go down dick rabbit holes, don't I?
Yeah, you do.
Here's this really random character that
duding it up.
We're gonna tell you. Stop, save his man. Mentally competent. Here we go. Odysseus never forgave Palamedes.
I wouldn't either. Yeah. What the dicks, man? I just didn't want to start a war.
He didn't want to go to war. It's already started. Menelaus and Agamemnon's going to go.
These boys are boying it up.
Right. Okay. So now we're going to fast forward 9 years to the Iliad and the time that they're on the beach. Honestly, I think this is before the Iliad because they're camped out on this beach for years. So lots of things happen during these years, and the Iliad and the Aeneid and all these other stories tell about the 9 years that happened. And this is something that happened during these 9 years because it's funny. Odysseus, that scheming bastard, he finally thinks of a way that he's going to get back at Palamedes.
While they're on
the beach. He's been there for years.
He
wants to go home. He has been thinking and scheming for years to get back at this dick.
Yeah.
What am I going to do?
What does he do?
He forges letters that look like Palamedes is working with the Trojans and is a mole.
No. That's deep. Odysseus, that's kind of fucked up. And then he
shows up and shows everyone, Agamemnon and everyone, look, this traitor. And he's like, no, I swear I'm innocent. But no one believes him. Everyone believes Odysseus.
Yeah.
So Palamedes is dragged out onto the beach and he is stoned to death by his own fellow soldiers on fabulous. The beach. Okay. Now, Palamedes' dad, I'm sorry.
Don't begrudge Odysseus.
Palamedes' dad is pissed.
Obviously, does he know why he's pissed? Does he know really why he's pissed?
I don't know what he knows.
Okay.
At this point in this fake story.
But he knows that
his
son's dead and was stoned to death by his men. By his own people.
By his own friends, his comrades.
Yeah, his comrades stoned him to death. What the fiddle farts?
So he goes looking for justice, and they all say no. Justice has been served, and we're good.
This was justice.
Palamedes' dad always kind of blames Odysseus.
Does he really? So he kind of knows why he's...
It's like grudges. Man, Greeks love grudges.
Yeah, they do. It's a common trope of... And this whole sons being taken and people being taken, this eye for an eye, it's a very common trope as well.
My son, I'm going to take your son.
Your son, exactly. Or your 6 cows and... Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Achilles did it with Hector's body after Patroclus.
Absolutely. Like, my golly, that was messed up.
Palamedes' dad. Mm-hmm. He goes back to Greece. And he goes back to all of these houses of Odysseus and Agamemnon and Menelaus. And he tells all of the ladies of those houses that their men have found new bitches and have made concubine wives and have been just living it up over on the beaches of Troy during the war. And then when the war is over, they're going to bring these bitches back to Greece. They're going to kick out the old wives, and the new hot concubine wives are going to take their place.
That's really fucked up.
So this is not true. I mean,
there's bitches, but are they the concubine wives that are going to be brought back because they're so important? No, these are slaves of Troy.
Eaten when they're hungry or something.
Right.
All right.
All right, here's the first one, folks. I hate most men.
Most men. Cheers to that.
I'll say most.
We're going to try the new...
most men.
Sip of this new one.
It's juicy but tart at the same time. I really enjoy it. But like you said...
As it's not the first, it's very wet. But wet. It's very enjoyable.
I'm 8.4.
Okay, so all these women are pissed. So he's going around and he's telling all this untrue stories.
Right.
One of the women that he happens to hit up and tell this story to is Clytemnestra.
Oh, okay.
Who is Agamemnon's wife. Mm-hmm. And if we jump back a couple stories, hundreds, Agamemnon killed her only daughter to appease Athena and get his winds back so he could sail off to Troy. So she's already pissed at Agamemnon. She's been holding this grudge for years against him. So when she hears this, she's like, oh, hell no. All right. So we're going to put a pin in that, and we're going to finish her story further down the line. Probably 6 episodes from now. Who knows?
God. Listen, She's the only house. I mean, lots of the housewives have the right to be pissed, but these housewives have the right to be pissed. These house dudes, house husbands, fucking suck. They suck. All right, moving on.
So, fast forwarding back to the present of 2,300 years ago of the battling, the gods kept getting very involved with the actions. Okay, so they have spats and battles, and they all go up in skirmishes. That's the word I want. They go up and they have skirmishes and they fight each other, and then they go back to the beach and they go back behind the wall. So during one of these skirmishes, Menelaus is about to kill Paris. Now, we've seen this in the Troy movie.
Right.
He has him down that one-on-one, me and you will fight mano a mano, and whoever wins get the girl.
Right.
We can end this now.
Let's just show up on the battlefield. But Menelaus is a badass dude. He is written about as being well-seasoned in the ways of war.
Okay, so you have to think about the reality of this society at the time. I'm sorry, I'm going to pull in my anthropology and my sociology.
I love it because I have the Hollywood version.
And I have no idea.
That's fair.
I'm like, so, no.
Menelaus.
To be a king back then, it was very tribal, and you were a warlord. You led, and you were a king because you beat somebody else and took it from them at this point. There's very few nepotisms. They exist, but it really is like a survival of the fittest.
Okay.
For a long time in human society. And you see it over and over again in different cultures, like the Vikings and stuff like that. They were battle hardened and seasoned. You don't get this old and high in the pecking order without pecking a lot of people below you.
I could imagine why the usual way just didn't work out, because it was a brutal time to be alive.
Very brutal.
And oftentimes your daddy died and you
in
were
battle or illness,
either murdered
or
you were taken into servitude while you watched your mommy raped over and over every night. And there was a new king,
right? And
you had zero claim.
It's super fun.
It's time to be alive. Tumultuous, interesting, wild. I wish they had dental care, but whatever.
Poor people.
Yeah.
Man, it must have hurt. Had a lot of rocks in their bread too with their milling process.
A lot of just knocking it out, yanking it, raw dogging it.
No, they drink and get drunk, and you can make compresses, and they did stick poultice and stuff up in there, like there was still.
There's lots of numbing things. There's lots of weird plants out there that go into your mouth and totally numb it up and make it all tingly and weird feeling. That would desensitize it, but like in general,
small doses of poison also help.
Yeah,
if you're ever thinking about it. Yeah. Anyway, that's to say, Menelaus was handy with a sword.
Yes, he was.
Now, Paris is handy with a sword too, but he's not as good as Menelaus.
He'd be doing bulls.
He was doing bulls.
Bull stuff.
So at some point, Paris is on the ground and Menelaus literally has a sword to his throat.
Right. Makes sense.
But Paris is favored by the gods. And one god in particular is Aphrodite, because he chose her for the golden apple. So she's always got like his back a little bit. So here's another knock toward here's a god interfering with the mechanisms of man, and Aphrodite swoops in and saves him. And now everyone knows Paris is a bitch and Menelaus should have won. And everyone's looking at Paris going, swoops him back into Troy, swoops him back behind the walls to safety. And it's like,
Is there like a big great show that happens, or does he just run away? Like
Aphrodite sweeps him up.
Swoops
him, and he goes back behind the wall and saves him.
That's wild.
There's many characters. If you're really going to read the books, it's what's really interesting in the academic world, you can't do your thesis or whatever on the same topic as someone else. It's a bitch to try to find topics. And this one dude analyzed every single death and realized that every single death in the Iliad was different. It was similar because you can only die and hack at people so many ways, but everyone died a different way. There were a lot of hewn in twos, but I don't know. There were a lot of different types of deaths. And one thesis went through and marked all of them. It was fun. I like rap. I'm sorry. I like rap like that. So there's Aeneas, who the Aeneid is written.
I love that.
He was almost killed, but Aphrodite swooped in and saved him too. Athena uses humans back and forth. Zeus helps the Trojans attack the Greek camp, and Poseidon stops the Greeks from breaching the Trojan wall. Great notes there. Bolded too. Bolded
notes. It was that important.
I like to call it God's interference. Those are the bolds.
God's interference.
The gods interfered. On numerous times throughout the years that these dudes were doing it up and fighting instead of going home and figuring out their life.
They were like, wait, no, stop. This is, I mean, like when it comes right down to it, it literally is Athena or Aphrodite. Aphrodite is just like...
Aphrodite and Athena interfered the most. And Apollo.
Right.
And Zeus. And Hera. Well, they all just get on into it. We're not going to do a lot. We'd be here for the rest of our lives. Just doing this. So we're going to move on. All right.
That's fine with me. It's fine, guys. Let's just do that.
Do you remember, Cecilia, when Agamemnon was a bitch and had to give up his sex slave, and his retaliation, he took Achilles' sex slave instead, and Achilles pitched a fit and said his soldiers were not going to play anymore, and the Myrmidons, put down chairs and brought out barbecues and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We're on vacation. Beachfront vacation now, essentially.
Well, his little friend Patroclus, and we're not going to go down any rabbit holes.
Are you sure?
Of their relationship status. Of the Achilles and the Patroclus.
They're cousins.
Sure.
Family.
They're
Lovers.
There's many theories. The movie does cousins, but the Greeks do lovers. Best of friends, most beloved. You're my most beloved.
Vibes. We're besties.
So once again, Cecilia, I wasn't there to ask them personally what their relationship status was, but many feel it was very close.
I mean, I know how this turns out. So, they were close.
Yeah, and we know this story. We know the story that Patroclus takes Achilles' armor.
Right.
And he goes out and fights. And Hector, thinking that it's Achilles, they fight, and it's amazing. And then Hector slays Patroclus.
Right.
And he still thinks it's Achilles, right? He takes the armor off and goes, oh my God, this isn't even Achilles and this sucks. But he still takes the armor as a trophy, which really pisses. That's like taking the hammer. I know I keep coming back to that, but I feel like it's the most
hammer
known. Taking Iron Man's suit off and then taking it away as a prize.
Yeah.
Taking Captain America's shield. Yeah. So Achilles finds out, obvi. People, can you imagine having to be that delivery guy, that messenger? You go knocking up on Achilles' tent and be like, yo.
Hey, so.
You're never going to guess what happened.
Are you sitting down? Do you need a cup of tea?
Let's get a mead for the man. Maybe some boobies. Some boobies and some mead in this
Slave girl, bring out your titties. Serve the man some mead.
Achilles is pissed.
Obviously.
So, big surprise, again, his armor is super special, and it's made by Hephaestus, which is another god. I'm not going to get into his backstory, but he's like the smithy.
He does metal-y stuff.
Yeah. Okay, so he goes bat crazy with rage and just goes about killing a bunch of people. He's just, I'm going to get revenge, and just starts like Kill Bill style.
Anybody from in his way.
Tent up to the gates of the castle.
Friend, foe, matters not. Do not try to stop me.
Yeah.
I am in a blood rage.
Mm-hmm. The Trojans see this and they start to flee. They go, oh, we can't beat an Achilles full throttle. So they all start to retreat and close the gates. Now, Hector, of course, is last because he wants to make sure all of his men are safe behind the gate. He is tricked by Athena and gets left outside the gate.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Achilles just goes batshit, and they fight and they fight and they fight, and Hector's a wonderful, wonderful soldier. He's a wonderful warrior, but Achilles is in berserker mode.
Yes, and he is half god.
He is a demigod, and Hector is not. He's just a mere mortal Trojan dude.
Blessed fighter of a man, essentially. Like, yeah.
Achilles slays him.
Surprised not.
Man, in the movie, it was real rough.
I thought they did a really good job at kind of portraying the grief and rage that Achilles had for this whole situation. I thought that was...
It was people having lots of big feelings.
The best, yeah. I think they talked about ears and nose cut off.
Yeah.
And taking out eyes.
Yeah, he was going cray-cray. Yeah.
Yeah, really fucked up. And I didn't... Well, carry on.
Yeah. Do you want me to bust out the Iliad and we just read it line by line for
No,
you?
but my God, it's such just... It's so much... Like, if you... Audiobooks are the way if you struggle to read through thick content, but man, oh man, it's worth it. It's beautiful. The Iliad was my favorite. The Odyssey was kind of...
It was all right. It's a sequel.
It was a sequel. I really specifically enjoyed the tellings of Odysseus on the different landing spots that he has, but the Iliad just got me.
So in the movie Troy, this is where Achilles ties up the body of Hector and drags him away to the beach encampment.
Yeah, he does.
This is preventing him to have a proper burial, which means that he can't be burned, which means he can't go up to the gods. And he can't rest, and he can't be with ancestors and all this stuff. And this is traumatizing.
It's a big deal.
It's a big deal.
To his family, to his people. Mm-hmm. This is a very big deal to them.
So Apollo and Aphrodite intervene again. And they stop the body of Hector from decomposing. I think in the movie they just do it really quickly.
Yeah.
But in the book it's actually a few days.
The movie was very gods removed.
1,000,000%.
Which I didn't appreciate.
Yeah.
But moving on.
Oh, Cecilia, side quest.
Moving on.
We're going to go ahead and side quest here. What is this one?
Pack your limbo spreads. We're going on an adventure.
Before he had to give up his slave, Achilles raided the surrounding land around the walled city of Troy, and he decimated the villages around, and he took whatever he wanted. Mm-hmm. This is just what they did. Anyone outside the walls of any protected city throughout all time were ravished, and, they
raided because they needed the resources. I mean, it makes a lot of sense that they would do it. It's still terrible that it happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to call it out because I really have no shame in my life.
This is good.
In one of the earlier episodes, I was like, gee, I don't know what order of birth Paris came in. All we know is Hector is first. And I was like, well, I don't even know how many kids he has. Now, I just want y'all to know that by the time we've recorded this, I have fully researched and written this. And I knew that Priam has 50 sons.
What?
And countless daughters. He has 10 by Hecuba, and 10 sons with Hecuba and 5 daughters with Hecuba, and all of the other wives and concubines were the mothers of all of the other hundreds and hundreds of children that he had.
But only one with a prophecy.
But only one with a prophecy.
There you go, Paris, you poor bastard.
Okay, so on one of these random raids that Achilles and the Myrmidons are going on, having a great time, he captures this guy, Lycaon. I'm sorry, folks.
Lacombe, like the makeup brand.
Lycaon. Lycaon.
Like
Lycaon.
Like a
werewolf.
No. Wolf boy.
Well, Wolf Boy is one of Priam's 50 sons.
One of.
And he's out in an orchard in a field one day, and he's trimming the branches, and he's working away outside of the walls. And he is captured up in one of these raids.
Listen, I just have to side quest here.
Okay.
Like, I guess I guess I totally understand where Priam was coming from when Paris just rolls up and is like, please take me back. I mean, after 50 children, like, what is one more going to do?
He celebrated.
What can one more do?
He has 50 sons, and they still celebrated annual funeral games for the one that died.
I guess.
I mean, he didn't die. He was fake exposed. You know what? I don't know.
It's just
he had a lot of sons.
He had a lot of. He's like, what? I mean,
he had
after 50, I've got 50 out there. Maybe they got the prophecy wrong. I mean,
and it's Paris is one of Hecuba's.
Right.
So it's in the palace.
It's a son.
It's a son.
Not just a bitch son.
But not first son.
But not first son.
I'm going to go back and say I really don't know what order Paris was.
That's fair, but he's one of 50.
One of 50.
It's great. Okay.
Maybe only 2 were full. Who knows? Oh, no, 10 of them were Hecuba. So he had 10 full brothers.
Or sisters.
40. No, I did the 10 boys and 5 daughters.
10 boys, 5 daughters.
Yeah,
okay.
By Hecuba. So that means he has 10 full brothers and 40 half brothers. How's them numbers for you?
Right. Well, I mean, you know what they say about a prophecy. They're only convenient when they're convenient.
They are interpretative.
Exactly.
Okay, anyway. So he captured Lycaon, all right?
Okay.
He's got one of Priam's sons.
Got him.
Okay.
He's been got.
And he gives him as a gift to Patroclus.
Because that's what you do with
they're slaves.
Whole ass people.
They're captives. They're property now.
Whatever.
You woke up in the morning, you go, I need to go trim up the orchards and the bushes and bring in some apples before. And then at night, you're somebody's property. And then hand it off to somebody else's property. And Patroclus, which if I was Achilles and I gave you, Cecilia, my best friend, if I gave you a dude slave, here, I think you want this dude slave. I caught this dude slave. And he's a valuable dude slave because he's a Priam son.
Right.
Patroclus, instead of honoring dude slave, he sells him to the market. I'd be pissed. I mean, it's regifting. He regifted a gift from Achilles. He kept the receipt and he took it back to the store and he sold it. I think that personally offends me more than most of the things in this story is that he sold a gift Achilles gave him. He was a slave dude. What's that left
That's
for?
really messed up, man. That's here's a handcrafted, I curated this just for you.
Yeah.
It's special.
I found this dude out in the orchard and I thought of you, bro.
I think they're fabulous and they're going to do great for you. And you're like,
yeah.
Gift horse in the mouth.
Slave boy in the mouth.
Gift slave boy in the mouth that's rude.
So he's sold. Fortunately, he is sold to a dude that happens to be loyal to Priam. So he buys Lycaon, little boy, slave boy, and he runs him up to the castle and he gives him back to Priam. So yay, isn't that exciting?
The slave boy remains a slave.
No, he goes back to dad. He's free.
Oh, okay. I get it now. I'm sorry. Sometimes I get a little too in the sauce and I forget where we are and I'm just hanging on by a thread, Shanna, okay?
I don't know how I keep all this straight sometimes.
I don't know either.
I don't either, but cheers.
Cheers. It's empty.
Oh no.
There's a reason
my
I'm
drink
lost.
goblin.
Okay.
So he's returned back to Priam. Now, I just love backstories, and I'm sorry. So I was like, okay, Lycaon, what happened to you? Apparently, he was killed 12 days later by Achilles.
That's fun.
During the rage after Patroclus' death. So he gave a gift to Patroclus. Patroclus sold him. He went and was killed by Achilles, who was raging as a fit that Patroclus was killed.
Right.
Look how full circle that is. The Greeks loved circles.
We're in a circle, guys. Okay.
Tree roots. I tell you, it's
tree roots. And circles and Venn diagrams.
I look like one of those crazy people with strings.
Yes, she does.
Hey, folks. Enjoy this commercial from our local sponsors.
Us.
Hey, Cecilia.
Hey, Shanna.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
History's Uncharted.
History's Uncharted who?
Only the best history podcast ever made, available wherever you listen to your podcasts. So give us a listen, download, and share your favorite episode with a friend. And remember to like us and follow us so you will stay up to date on all the newest episodes. Okay, everyone, so welcome back.
Hello.
I hope you enjoyed our lovely commercials and words from our sponsors.
I know I do.
I always enjoy it as well. So this next part, I'm really sorry. I can't always drop the academic in me.
It's okay.
And what academics really get off on is weird things.
Yeah.
Like, what's a major pivoting point in human society? And it's the stirrup. Because once we could really stay on horseback, we were able to evolve in a more progressive way. And then what was one of the very first signs that humans had started being communities and caring about each other is one of the oldest remains that has a healed leg fracture. This means that for the first time in our human history, we did not leave that person behind. We cared for them until it healed and they lived past the break. You know, substantially. It was a substantially healed leg fracture.
Right.
So that was one of the first signs that we were a community. So just these weird little bits of history. And here's another.
I love a good little bit of history.
A good bit of history. And those that really know me, and no one does, except for Cecilia. I love funeral shit.
Funeral shit's fabulous.
I love lots of different kinds of funeral shit. And we're going to talk about funeral games for a minute. That's what we're going to end this episode on. So we're going to talk about funeral games. Because this happened all the way back 2600 BCE, ancient Sumeria. They have statues that represent wrestlers going at it at funeral games. It's depicted.
Okay.
In our art. Funeral games are a real thing. So it happens in the Iliad, but this is actually a real event that happens throughout history.
Right.
Sometimes you will have funeral games. Remember when we said Priam and Hecuba had annual funeral games for their poor lost son Paris?
Yeah, like what is this? What?
They did bull baiting and spear throwing and sword fighting every year to commemorate.
That's what a funeral games is?
Yeah, you're commemorating the person or event that you're holding. So it can be for civic heroes. You know, if you have a hero in your community that went down in a blaze of glory or whatever, you would have funeral games for him.
Okay. But I guess
year.
it's more or less, it's like, what does one do at a funeral games?
Oh, yeah, that's
That's the next paragraph because I'm curious. What do we do there?
Sometimes it's war heroes. Sometimes it's founders of cities. Sometimes it's just rich dudes showing off how rich they were after they died.
That's also fair.
Fun fact, funeral games outdated the Olympics, so it could be theorized that the Olympics were based on them. He's even older. We love to party and celebrate when someone dies. And when we get married. When we die and when we get married. Pivotal points in our
And when we get
lives.
born. When we get born, it's pretty...
I don't know. Sometimes births are private affairs where the mom dies. I don't know.
Do you think so? Because, I mean, and honestly, like, until you're of a certain age...
but not births.
Right. Until you're of a certain age,
days.
it's likely that you might even die.
Yeah, some cultures didn't even name them till they were 2.
I wonder if that is why bar mitzvahs and quinceañeras, and I'm sure there are many other cultures that celebrate like this cusp, this transition to adulthood.
Right.
Or at least the experience of now I began my transition
The next step.
to adulthood. Yeah. Right? Is that there was so much young death.
There was. But there was also a lot of female mortality.
Yes, there was.
And a lot of dudes died in battle. And then a whole bunch of people died from infection.
Yeah.
And disease. And untreated schizophrenia and
other fabulous things.
PTSD.
You think the tism is something new, folks?
It's not. We've had tism since we stood up.
Yeah.
All right. Cecilia, what do you do at a funeral game? What do you think you would do? Back in ancient Greece, what do ancient Greece dudes do?
I imagine it's like a mix of like a Renaissance fair and maybe like a Saturday market.
No, it's dudes fighting each other. We have a chariot race. This is the most prestigious and dramatic event. In the Iliad, Diomedes won it because Athena interfered. They have a boxing match. They have wrestling, mostly oiled and greased and naked.
So it's like Gladiator. Like Gladiator style games.
I want to say like American Gladiator.
Like feats of strength and...
But not to the death. You just tap shoulders and stuff.
Cunning.
I mean, you really wrestle and you really fight, but not to kill.
Maybe someone will get maimed, but
oh yeah,
it's mostly just for jovial fun and to show one's expertise at whatever their sport or skill is. Okay.
Odysseus won the foot race.
What?
Yeah.
What is the foot race? Like running? Is that what you
mean?
Running,
yes. They had a sprinting competition.
He was a fast little bastard.
There's armed combat, of course, where you just fight sword and shield and...
Oh, those would be fun. I like those.
It was always stopped before anyone was seriously hurt, of course.
I mean, I guess.
They have a discus throw.
Hey, we still discus throw.
We still discus throw.
I love that.
They had archery.
Mm-hmm.
The contest was to shoot an arrow at a pigeon tied to a ship's mast.
Excuse me.
Well, they're out on the beach. They're the ones camped on the beaches, and all their ships are out there in the harbor. In the harbor.
Oh, what? So they're doing this outside of Troy is what you're saying to me right now.
Yeah, these are the Greeks. The Greeks are holding funeral games for Patroclus outside on the beach. These are the funeral games.
Wild.
For Patroclus.
Wild. So we're still... Okay. All right. We're still having fun adventures. And...
I want to say, like, this is what really happened, but that's not a statement either. This is what was really written down.
This is what they wrote about it. This is what ancient aliens theorize, or ancient alienists theorize. That's what we'll say. Ancient historians theorize that this is what happened. They're probably right. That's all I'm going to say. It sounds very precursor to the Olympics. I agree. We're not trying to do this for death. We're doing this to show who's the best of the best and...
Well, most definitely. But you know
who else the game.
Fucked around like this? Is tournament by kings in medieval Europe.
Yeah.
You would have lancing and sword fighting and jousting and...
That's much more Renaissance-y. I love a good joust.
Well, the last one we didn't even get to was spear throwing. It's on the other page, so we kind of got forgotten about.
The spear throw.
Okay, so apparently it came down to Achilles and Agamemnon in spear throwing. They both would throw and then throw and then throw, and they just kept being equal to each other. But finally, Achilles allowed that Agamemnon could win. To save face. And keep his status.
Because he's a king.
Well, Agamemnon's the big dude.
He is the big dude.
That brought everybody here.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Wanker.
Cecilia.
Yeah.
Do you remember in the first episode where we talked about how Hermes the messenger brought the Baywatch porn style to Paris?
Yes, in the form of bebés and young children.
He was
even weirder.
Yeah, Hermes was always a baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Swift and childlike, I guess.
Toddlers are fast, man.
Always with a message you didn't really want to hear.
Yeah. Oh, well, this time.
Toddlers. Yeah.
Toddlers. Hermes was a perpetual toddler, I guess.
Yeah.
But he's a messenger. He brings people places.
He sure does.
So the funeral games are going on for Patroclus. Achilles is getting drunk and spiraling out and crying and fighting people and throwing sticks.
His lover, cousin, brother, friend, dude.
Hector's body should be rotting behind its tent, but the gods intervened and it's not decomposing.
It's just...
Sometimes funeral games are like 10 days.
Yeah.
So I don't know how many days Hector's body sat out there. But it sat out behind Achilles' tent. Like trash. Like you would put out your recycling. He couldn't get rid of it. He couldn't bring it inside the tent. He couldn't bring himself to look at it. I don't know. So he just left it out there and grieved Patroclus.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and it's in the movie of Troy, but Hermes isn't in the movie. But Hermes brings Priam to Achilles, and they have that poignant moment where he's like, a man to man, I just want my son's body back, please. And Achilles goes, yes, of course, here. And he acquiesced, and he let Priam take his body back so he could be buried appropriately. And it was just a very human moment between two humans in the middle of this chaotic war.
Right.
What would Agamemnon have said? What do you think? If he had known at that moment that Priam was there. Because he can just capture and kill Priam. He walked into the enemy's camp.
Capturing and killing Priam doesn't fix the problem, though.
You don't think that they would capitulate?
No, absolutely
not. Once
dad
of 50 sons died, you don't think...
Dad and brother have been myrtleized. I don't think Paris would acquiesce at this point.
He's already been proven that he can't stand up to Menelaus. The second man in command has been shown to be a wiener. All that's left is women and 49 other sons. 48.
Exactly.
All right. So
a lot of roots. I really don't. I really don't. I don't.
You don't think they capitulate even if they killed Priam? Well, that's what the Greeks thought. So it was a big deal that Priam went into the camp, but he left without raising a big stir. And that is the end of the Iliad.
Well,
everyone thinks that the Iliad then has the horse and the battle and the fight, because the movie Troy has the horse, the battle, and the fall.
Right.
But that is depicted in the Odyssey and the Aeneid during flashbacks.
Yes. Which is why I'm fairly convinced is why the story of the Odyssey was always the more convenient story to tell. It was the big flashy one. It had all the monsters. It had all the action.
It filled holes.
Right. Where the Iliad was much more of the relationships behind why we even go to war. And that tends to be a lot more boring, which is why I loved Troy so much. I thought it was such a great cinematic experience. I was deeply disappointed that we didn't have the story of how the gods were interwoven into that already 3-hour long story, I guess.
I feel like you have Thetis at the beginning because Achilles is speaking with his mom at the very beginning. Mm-hmm. So there's one. Mm-hmm. I'd really have to watch it again to see how many other interactions, but it's minuscule as what the Iliad was actually written about.
Thetis is not portrayed as sea nymph anything. She is portrayed as just a woman.
Human goddess.
And she is not... There's a difference. I don't know.
To be fair.
And I don't really feel like she was really presented in a...
sea nymphy way.
Yeah.
So, to be fair...
Was she not?
When she was.
Okay.
Her father was an ancient sea god.
Okay.
And she was part sea nymph.
Mm.
Yeah. So she was divine. But when they are depicted, Zeus, Hera, Thetis, they are the most beautiful representations of a human body. They're not like Egyptian, where they are anthropomorphic, where they have crocodile and snake heads and falcon heads. They are depicted as humanoids.
They are.
There's some words for you, people. And I really did go to school for this shit.
But she is portrayed as an old woman who is...
You know, I told you I can't believe I didn't watch that movie.
Shells by the sea.
She was.
So, I mean, yes, does it fit in with the storytelling? And if you understand the storytelling of it...
subtle.
But it is. It's so very subtle.
It's a wisp.
It is. It's
of gods.
Exactly. They touch you here and there.
Yeah.
But it's potentially, like, really the real way that this rolls out, because I fully do believe that these are some real people that were out there rolling around, that it is very like the Egyptians, and that these were their creation stories, to have these mythical campfire stories that were told around the soldiers of this really great, powerful, fabulous, super skilled warrior.
Everyone thinks that there was a real King Arthur. I mean, I know Merlin's subjective, and that's another rabbit hole, folks, but...
Oh, it is.
King Arthur could be in the same category as Helen of Troy.
This was a person that we then created into this myth.
Built backstories for.
Right.
And sometimes different people built different backstories to meet their own agenda at the time.
Yes.
One of my favorite things of studying history and all of the different ways that I have is because I am fascinated with how humans do human things throughout all of history.
Yeah.
It's always the same thing over and over again.
I love that. So I think some of these people could have been just chilling in our histories. Yeah.
Okay.
With these big fantastical stories just created around these truly historical figures, because campfire stories and how we turn a phrase and how we recreate and re-evolve. But I always think there's a nugget of truth somewhere in there. That's my feelers on that. But do I think Athena was really Athena and out there? I don't know.
I guess it depends on, do you believe in any god?
I believe in the idea of it,
right.
But the physical representation of it, maybe not so much.
What we have as humans created to explain our surroundings and life around us. And
yes.
As different societies and what's important to them at the time.
Yes.
So.
And how we choose to devote and hone and refine our energies.
I hope there's not an afterlife, man. Yeah. I really want some peace and quiet.
Man, I think we just get
great.
Recycled. And I think it is the void. I think it's just the forever silence, and that we choose to come back to Earth or to choose mortality because we get to experience mortality and death.
We sure do, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
You know what's really cool? Every one of you gets to as well.
What would be eternal? What would an eternal being want the most?
I don't know. Whenever they're depicted in our literature and our art throughout history, we portray them as lonely.
Yeah.
Because they keep watching everyone they love die.
Right.
Over and over and over, which makes them hardened. Why would I love anyone else? And now I can't love anyone else because I'm just going to lose them. And it creates a loneliness and a void. That's how they're always portrayed.
Yeah. And even within Greek mythology, the gods continue to come to Earth and to take our form and to meddle with us.
Because they need something to do.
Why would, if that is truly, you know, like...
Do you know why?
Do
you know why? I'm going to tell you right now. Because they don't have jobs. People with jobs ain't got time to sit around and come up with all this petty bullshit. Only rich mofo gods sitting around doing nothing have time to be pity-ass bullshit like this. So if you just put them to work, give someone a job, and it would end all this nonsense.
Maybe that's why we come down to Earth. But have you watched Chaos on Netflix?
It sounds like
Jeff Goldblum
a word.
Is Zeus.
Then yes, I enjoyed those really weird...
It was like...
God deity portrayal movies.
Yes.
Egypt does them. They do.
It's a TV show.
What is it? The Lannister boy? Jamie Lannister is...
Gods of Egypt.
God, yeah. The weirdest.
That is the weirdest, most ridiculous movie.
I love it for what it is,
but it is
man.
Great. Exactly.
You gotta love it for what it is.
Big
it's a story.
budget Hollywood nonsense. Story.
And that's what the Odyssey is.
Yes.
People, let it go. It's a story. And we are excited to be here to tell you these stories and other stories. And next week, gosh knows where we're going to go from here. But there's lots of side quests.
Heck yeah.
And we hope that you stick around because we're going to be here. I mean, I'm going to be here.
I think I'll be here.
All right. Well, then...
There's no recording without me here, so...
I don't know what button to push.
Here's betting I'll be here.
Then I'm excited to see everyone next time. Bye-bye. Or at least I didn't lick the plate.